What is going on, guys? This is our lens review number 2, and today we're reviewing the Canon 85mm. Basically, a solid portrait lens. Now, I'm going to go into a lot of things in this video: build quality, image quality, my overall thoughts, who I think this lens is for. And you know what? I'll compare it to a couple other 85mm lenses that I have tried out, including the 1.2L Canon lens and the Sigma 85-1.4. My thoughts on the build quality are pretty short. You pay about 400 bucks for this lens, give or take. You're not paying L lens kind of money. You're not getting L lens build quality. And don't misinterpret that to say that it's bad, that it's like the 50-1.8 where it's just a piece of plastic with some glass in the front. It's not. It is good build. It just has a plastic feel as opposed to your L lens that just feels absolutely solid. Now, if you're just starting out in photography, you wouldn't even notice. If you haven't felt an L lens, you just wouldn't notice. It's a good build, not great. So what about the image quality? For what you pay for with this lens, it's fantastic image quality. Again, the build quality may not be great, it's good, but the image quality is actually above good. I'd say it's in between good and great. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll throw up some images here of some that I've used with the 85-1.8, and it'll give you some good quality stuff. For 400 bucks, you can't beat it, really. Now, if you're viewing this video, you're probably wondering, what about the Sigma 85-1.4? What about the Canon 85-1.2? And where does this guy fit in? It is the lowest 85 on the Canon range, and honestly, I started out with the 85-1.4 Sigma, loved it, had to send back 2 of the models because the focusing was wrong and it kept worrying on me. Very frustrating. I finally got one that it was okay, but for $1,000 I just couldn't justify it, and so I sent it back. And then of course, what do? I go pick up the 85-1.2. That makes perfect sense. You're saying, Chris, you just spent $1,000 and that's too much, so you're gonna go spend $2,500. That makes perfect sense. That's some logic for you. So what do I think of the 85-1.2? The 85-1.2 is an absolutely gorgeous lens, huge piece of glass, lovely. But again, I just didn't see the value there, even though my brain had told me that let's go pick that one up. I just didn't see it. I didn't see the value when you got something like a 70-200 2.8. It just wasn't something that right now in my career that I could justify. One day, yeah, I probably will pick up the Canon 85-1.2, but for right now, this 85-1.8 does exactly what I need, and that's, you know, at a decent place in my professional photography career. Plain and simple, unless you've got a bunch of cash just coming out of you, this is the guy you want to go with if you're looking to get into the 85mm range prime lens. So who do I recommend this lens for? It's easy. I recommend it to someone who is an amateur photographer, looking to maybe become a professional photographer, professional portrait photographer, because this is a very fixed use lens. It is a portrait lens. That's exactly what it is. And you might get frustrated if you try to use it as an everyday lens because it's just not an everyday lens. And so if you're an amateur photographer looking to get into that professional photography area, looking to get into portraits, I highly recommend picking up the 85-1.8 Canon if you can't afford the Sigma 85-1.4 or the Canon L lens 85-1.2. See ya.